Hi, it's Mike DelSignore, Massachusetts criminal defense attorney. Today I want to talk about the crime of upskirting. This is an allegation that you took some photographs of someone in an inappropriate way. These allegations typically arise out of putting a camera in a changing area, putting cameras in the bathroom, things of that nature. And if you're charged with this offense, you need to hire an attorney right away. Sometimes you'll be contacted by the police to go down and talk to the police. Don't do that. You never want to go down and speak to the police. If you're falsely accused of a crime, you do have the opportunity to tell your side of the story. But that's in court, where you have the protections, where you have a lawyer there, you have evidentiary rules, where you know the evidence against you. When you go to the police station to discuss allegations, you don't know the evidence, you don't know what they have. And generally, they're going to try to box you in a corner to confess to the crime. It's not an impartial investigation. So a charge of upskirting can certainly involve jail time. Generally, the victims are going to be very on board with these cases. So the victim may be at court, or their parents. If it's a minor, the case is obviously more serious, certainly more likely to involve parents that are very on board with the prosecution. Felony offense involves a mandatory jail time. So this is a serious criminal charge. And you see more of these charges lately. They're reported in the media. At your arraignment, there certainly could be media attention to this. So this is a type of charge that the media does sometimes appear at the arraignment. So if there's a camera stuck in your face, don't speak to anybody. Go into the court. Hire lawyers so you can deal with the media or any other aspects of the arraignment, because the arraignment can involve conditions of release, bail, things of that nature. So how do you defend a charge like this? Well, certainly it can be that you didn't intend what happened. It could be they got the wrong person. It's a lot of different defenses to this case. It could be what you photographed wasn't considered private parts, may have not been meet the definition of the upskirting law. So the upskirting is aimed at conduct where you're putting a camera in an area to capture, videotape private parts of could be male, could be female, the private parts. So like the most common type of allegation that we generally see is cameras underneath the stall of a changing area, cameras in the bathroom, things of that nature. And that can also involve different criminal allegations. There's also the crime of photographing somebody unsuspected in the nude. These are all very serious allegations that you need to hire an attorney, one, prepared to take the case to trial, two, that you trust, because this is going to be a case where you're going to have difficult decisions to make. There might be a resolution in the case, but the alternative, going to trial, may involve jail. So one of the things you want to always do is have confidence in the lawyer that's helping you with your case, that you can trust their judgment, because in these kind of cases, the advice is going to be sometimes difficult. The choices are going to be difficult to make. Criminal charges, when you decide to go to trial, it's not an easy decision. There might be an offer to resolve the case with lesser punishment. You go to trial, you risk a harsher punishment. So you want to make sure you have an attorney you trust 100%, that you can trust their judgment and know that you're getting the best advice possible. Now, trial experience is very important. I've been doing this for 20 years, been helping people avoid convictions, not guilty verdicts. One thing I always recommend to anyone charged with a criminal offense, try to deal with the issues that led to the charge. If you have problems with alcohol, you need counseling, mental health treatment, that could help achieve a resolution in the case. It may not, in a case like this, it likely won't result in a dismissal, but might get us closer to something that has less consequences than the alternative, going to trial and potentially facing harsher consequences if there's a conviction. But always keep in mind, it's very easy to get charged with a criminal offense. The burden of proof, beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a high standard. You're presumed innocent. They have to prove this case to the highest degree of certainty in the matters of human affairs. That's what it means to have proof beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you're charged with the crime of upskirting Massachusetts, you have questions, reach out to me. I'm easy to contact. I'll tell you review the report with you if you have it. I'll go over your defenses, options. Call, text anytime, 781-686-5924. My name is Mike DelSignore.